You think your money belongs to you. It's in your account. Your name is on the card. You earned it, presumably. You can spend it whenever you want. Can you, though? Let me show you something. While you were busy comparing grocery prices and arguing about interest rates, the architecture of money itself was quietly taken apart and rebuilt. Not in secret exactly. In plain sight, which, as it turns out, is the best place to hide anything. The European Central Bank moved something called the digital euro into its preparation phase. Preparation. Such a gentle word. Like they're setting the table for dinner. The mandatory rollout is planned for 2027. Russia activated its digital ruble, not as an experiment, not as a pilot, for mass circulation. Government salaries, pensions. If the state pays you, the state now pays you in digits it fully controls. China's e-CNY runs through over 260 million wallets. Required for public payments. Not optional. Required. And the United States? The United States passed something called the Genius Act, formally legalizing private stablecoins as a parallel monetary rail. A parallel rail. As if the old rail is going somewhere. It isn't going anywhere. It's being quietly decommissioned. Brazil launched Drex. India scaled the e-Rupee. And the Bank for International Settlements. An institution most people have never heard of, which is exactly how they prefer it, ran something called Project Agora. Its purpose? To network all of these systems together. To make them talk to each other. Seamlessly. Globally. What a remarkable coincidence that every major economy on the planet arrived at the same solution at the same time. Independently, of course. But that's not all. While these digital architectures were being assembled, the physical infrastructure of the old system was being dismantled. More than 4,000 bank branches shuttered across Europe and North America in the past 24 months alone. 4,000, not relocated. Closed. In Sweden, the Netherlands, the United Kingdom. Cashless-only stores aren't the exception. They're the norm. You walk in with paper money, and you're the strange one. You're the inconvenience. Cash withdrawals, your money, remember, are increasingly flagged, monitored, limited. Try withdrawing a large sum. See what happens. See the questions you're asked. See the forms you're required to fill out. For your own money. From your own account. Convenient, isn't it? And here's where the magic begins. You were told this is modernization, efficiency, progress. Faster payments, lower costs, financial inclusion for the unbanked. Beautiful language. Warm language. The kind of language that makes you nod along. What you weren't told is what programmable money actually means. With paper cash, you spend. That's it. You hand it over. It's done. No intermediary. No approval. No record. The transaction exists between you and the person you gave it to. It's primitive, yes. Wonderfully, beautifully primitive. With programmable digital currency, you are permitted to spend. There is a difference. A vast architectural difference. Every transaction can be approved or denied. Frozen. Taxed in real time. Not at the end of the year, not after filing, but at the moment of purchase. Your money can be time limited. Spend it by Friday or it expires. It can be geo-fenced. Valid in this district, not that one. It can be attached to behavioral conditions. You bought too much of something someone decided you shouldn't buy too much of? The system knows. The system adjusts. And who is the system? Who decides the conditions? Who writes the rules of what your money is allowed to do? Entities you never elected. Committees you've never seen. Engineers who were simply doing their jobs. And doing them very well, I should add. This isn't incompetence. This is precision. Did you notice? No? Then allow me to draw your attention to it. None of this required a referendum. Not the digital euro. Not the digital ruble. Not the e-CNY. Not the Genius Act's quiet blessing of private stablecoins that function as a shadow monetary system. Not Project Agora stitching it all into one network. None of it was put to a vote. None of it appeared on a ballot. You were not consulted. You were informed, after the fact, in language designed to bore you into acceptance. The system isn't broken. It works exactly as intended. You see, the old money, cash, paper, coins, had a flaw. Not for you. For them. The flaw was that once it was in your hands, it was yours. Truly yours. Uncontrollable. Untraceable. Ungovernable. It could be spent on anything. Given to anyone. Hidden anywhere. It was, in the purest sense, free. And freedom, as it turns out, is an engineering problem. One that has now been solved. The new money isn't money. It's a permission slip. Dressed up in the language of innovation. Wrapped in the aesthetics of convenience. Tap your phone. Wave your wrist. So fast. So seamless. So frictionless. You barely notice the collar being fitted. And you know what's the funniest part? You'll adopt it voluntarily. You'll prefer it. You'll call the holdouts paranoid. You'll roll your eyes at the ones still carrying paper bills like relics of a forgotten century. You'll do the work of enforcement yourself, for free, because you were convinced it was progress. Someone decided this was more convenient. And it wasn't you. So here's the question. Simple. Honest. If you need permission to spend your own money from systems you didn't build, under rules you didn't write, enforced by authorities you didn't choose, is it still your money?